Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Traveling Gun. My name is Thomas. I'm a regional flight attendant. Today I begin another 5-day trip. This is the, I think, second to last trip of October for me. I was off for 3 days, had a good 3 days off, spent time with my family, and didn't really do anything. I just basically rested. I didn't try to do any yard work or anything like that. Today I have 3 legs. I do an Oklahoma City turn, and then I end up in Knoxville. So I have a 12:45 report is going on at 11:30 right now. So I'm finna get in this car, head down to the airport, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Knoxville. Hello everybody, so I made it here to Knoxville, Tennessee, and today was pretty smooth. It wasn't nothing really too bad, but gate agents did step up today on our way to Knoxville that there was a couple who were kind of angry for whatever reason, and they were a little bit intoxicated. They didn't allow them to get on a plane, which I appreciate them for that, because even though this is a short flight from Atlanta, we don't know how that would have translated over once they got on the plane, and if, you know, they would have wanted more to drink, and, you know, alcohol and attitudes don't mix. But other than that, that is all that has happened today. I'll talk to you tomorrow about my schedule. I'm a little bit sleepy right now, even though I have a 1 o'clock van, so I'm here for a while tomorrow. So I'll get up and talk to you tomorrow. But right now, I want to hit the bed because I'm a little bit sleepy. Please forgive me. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Good afternoon, everybody. It is day 2, and it's going to be another, I guess you could say, a longer day. Well, I should say a later day, because I don't get to Des Moines until 10:30 Central Standard Time, and which is 11:30 Eastern Time. But I just have 4 legs. I go from Knoxville to Atlanta, then I do an Evansville turn, which used to be on a 200. Not for sure why they have it on a 900 now, because it could be because they said that they're going to phase out the CRJ 200s, but they've been saying that since I've been here, so it's going on 4 years. So we'll see how that works out. And then I go to Des Moines, Iowa later on tonight. I get there about 10:30. So other than that, last night I just basically started preparing myself for my video interview with Mainline. And, you know, pretty much that's what all my extra free time is going towards now, is just preparing myself for that. And, you know, just trying to make sure I do the best as possible so I can get the face-to-face interview and then eventually get the CJO. So that's what I've been doing with my free time lately. But because, yeah, I forgot to tell you all. So I did get a confirmation email. I know last week it said to pick some days. So I do have a date for my interview. And granted, I had to move my schedule around and drop significant hours in order to be able to take it, so I could be off, because there was nothing in open time for me to swap my schedule around to keep the same amount of hours, because open time right now at the end of the month is just straight trash. So I had to take a 3-day trip and slide it up a day in order for me to be off. Like I said, I do have vacation at the end of the month, and I'm still debating on if I should pick up something going towards my vacation, maybe going into day 1 or 2 of my vacation. I haven't made up my mind yet, but that's what I had to do. So I do have a date, and I had to move my schedule around in order to take that interview. So it is what it is, you know. It's for the greater good and a better opportunity. So I don't look at it as, you know, a loss or anything on my end. But other than that, I'm finna get down to this van, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to it. So I am at home now. Basically today we had an engine issue mid-air on our way to Evansville, so we had to fly at a lower altitude, which I knew something was wrong because I felt it once we started doing the service after the 10,000 chime. We ended up immediately going back down to a lower altitude, but it wasn't until maybe about 20 minutes later the captain called back and told us that we had an engine issue. He told us to wrap up service and just sit down just in case we had to divert or make an emergency landing. And but pretty much we ended up still going to Evansville, but we was going a lot slower and at a lower altitude, and basically had to wait for contract maintenance to come out to see what's wrong with everything. And basically I was delayed so much that I was going to miss my connecting flight to Des Moines, so they just canceled me in base. I came home and boom, I don't have to report tomorrow until 3:45. So I get to sleep in my bed tonight for day 2. But that's all that happened today. I'm finna get ready and go in the house. I'll see you guys tomorrow once I get up for day 3. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to day 3. Just came back from home. I'm in an employee parking lot right now. Today I only have 3 legs. I do a Dayton, Ohio turn, and then I end up in Lexington, Kentucky tonight around 11:30. Yesterday, I forgot to tell you all with everything that was going on. I ran into someone that is a subscriber on my way to the hotel. Excuse me. I ran into somebody from the hotel shuttle going to the airport from Knoxville yesterday. She works for another airline, and she stopped me. We took a picture together. She said that she was on her OE and that my videos helped her out. I do appreciate those. And you know, when you see people like that tell you, hey, I appreciate your videos and things, that gives me so much joy that I was able to help somebody, and it keeps me wanting to do more and more and more for you all. And I just want to say I thank you for that, and I do appreciate it. But I'm finna get on the shuttle. I have to report at 3:45. It's 3:15 right now, and our flight leaves out at 4:45. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight once I get to Lexington. Hello everybody, so I finally made it here to Lexington. It's a little bit after midnight. Finally made it here. We landed about 11:30, but today was, it was just really 3 legs, honestly, but I had a late start. Like I said, my flight from Dayton didn't leave till like 4:45, and then I think that's in Central Time if I'm not mistaken. And then coming back, and then I had like an hour and a half sit before I left to come to Lexington, which left at like 10 o'clock. But other than that, today was pretty smooth. As always, tomorrow is day 4. And I think I have 4 legs, but tomorrow I end a little bit earlier, like at 6 o'clock in the evening. So it's a little bit shorter, and then go home day. So, but I'm finna get ready and lay it down because I have to get up at 9 o'clock. So I don't have that long to sleep because it's like 11.5 hour overnight. But I'll see you guys in the morning once I get up for day 4. Good morning, everybody. It is day 4, and it's going on 10:35-ish. My van leaves at 11 o'clock, but yesterday they had our van set for 10:30 because there's supposed to be a horse race here. So my captain said, let's do it at 11 o'clock. So we're late because of traffic. That's on him. I'm just along for the ride. So he made the call, not me or my other flying partner or the FO. The captain made the call. So that's on him. I haven't worked out at all this trip. And I guess because of the late finish and then gyms are closed, and then me trying to get up in the morning versus trying to get all the sleep as possible with, our overnights being so short. So today I finally get a chance to get in like at 6 o'clock, but I know it's gonna hurt. But other than that, that is all. Like I said, I've been studying, trying to go over for this video interview, and finally finished up my LMS that I needed to finish up. For work now, which is just regular compliance that we have to do every year. So it's not anything like I have a test or anything. It's just one of those things that you have to do every year for compliance. Other than that, just 4 legs, technically 3. I go from Lexington to Atlanta to Augusta back to Atlanta. Then I did head to Jackson, Mississippi today, and I end in Jackson, Mississippi about 6 o'clock today. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Jackson. Hello everybody, so I made it here to Jackson, Mississippi. Today's flight was smooth, and on my deadhead here, we were getting ready to deplane, and someone passed gas. And I think it was my captain because he was sitting next to me because it was really, really strong, and I couldn't take off my mask to try to get some air because it was killing me. But I'm not gonna put it out for him, but it was really strong, so he was the only one sitting next to me, or it could be my flying partner. She was sitting in front of me. But please, people, don't pass gas on the plane, especially when the plane is off and there's no air running. There's no circulating in there. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. Nothing actually wouldn't happen. I'm finna go down here and work out. I know it's gonna kill me and I'm gonna be hurting in the morning, but it's a necessary pain that I must do to keep up my health. So I'll see you guys in the morning for go home day. Good morning, everybody. Today is go home day, and I slept pretty well last night. I did go to the gym. It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would because I guess my body is used to it, even though I haven't really worked out at all during this entire trip. But today is only 3 legs. I go from Jackson to Atlanta, then a Luther, Bahamas turn, and then I'm done a little bit before 4:30. And the good thing about it is now that econ course is open, I don't have that long walk from E to F just to go through customs to go home. So it'll be a lot quicker when I go home today from the Bahamas. But other than that, that's all I have for you today or this morning. I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I close out the video. Hello everybody, so I finally made it home. My 5-day trip is over with, but it was very eventful. Not on the flight, because the flights were smooth. So coming from the Bahamas, we have to clear custom. So I forgot my passport at home. And I didn't realize I didn't have my passport until I got in line and went to get my passport to show it. And I was like, did I leave my passport in a hotel? Did it fall out? So I'm calling all these hotels that I've stayed at the last 2 weeks because the last time I actually physically saw my passport was me coming back into the United States when I came back from Italy. And none of the hotels had it. So I came home, couldn't find it. And then I remember what I did with it because somehow it just snapped back to me and I actually found it. So I cleaned out my bag once I came back from Italy and I took everything out and clean it out, and I just didn't put my passport back in. And I don't ever think to look for it because I use my ID when I go through known crew instead of my passport, because I always put my passport in there and then I never take it out. So that's why I never thought to look for it. But other than that, the guy was cool. I was just like, look, man, I forgot my passport. Took my picture. He was like, you good? You can go on about your way. But the last time I left my passport because I changed bags, they took me in this little small room and was interrogating me, asked me 21 questions as if I'm not crew. But other than that, that's it. I have 1 day off. Like I told you all, I had to move my schedule to be able to take this interview. So that's why I have 1 day off instead of 2. And it's just a 3-day trip. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. As always, hug on the ones that you love. Tell the ones that you love them. I'm out. On the next plane, I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and